Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dark Souls. We are still in the Duke's Archives, and man, I'm going to deal with these snake creatures real quick. Last time we were, we were killed by Seath the Scaleless, and when we respawned, we were imprisoned. So our goal is generally to find our way out of here and to figure out a way to kill Seath. Those are both important things. Beyond that, I do have a goal of recovering all my souls, because I died last time. I got shot in the back. So I need to be a bit more careful, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that arrow either totally killed me in one shot, or just mostly killed me in one shot. And I need to watch out for that, because these enemies hit really freaking hard. There we go. Also, I have not kindled the bonfire here. I'm probably going to kindle the next one that I sadly died, like, right in front of. But, so I need to keep an eye on my Estus flasks, because I don't have a billion of them like I usually do. Alright, really want to recover those souls. And the humanity. Mostly the humanity. That's mainly what I care about at this point. Yeah, there's a caster up there. Watching out for these guys is very important. They are super dangerous. They're easy to kill, but it's also pretty easy for them to kill me. Okay. Forget exactly where I got shot, so we're just going to go slow here and deal with as many different hollow enemies as we can. There you are. Watch out for those freaking archers. Is there anything back here? No. There's nothing on the other side either. Yeah, so right down there is the main entrance to the library. So that's where we came in originally, up those stairs. Off to the side. So we're in the same room, we're just disconnected from that part of it. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, I was working my way down the steps over here when I died. I think this is where I was. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I feel much better. Hollow down. Oh, hello. By the way, fun fact, if you stand close enough to these railings, the sorcery can't pierce through them. That's how you can protect yourself. That, and then making use of these columns. It's another good way to avoid getting killed by those things. Okay. This is the archer. Oh, there are two of them down here. There's a bunch of hollows. Oh. I do have my poise ring. Okay. So these enemies just have enough damage that they can cut through my poise. That sucks. There we go. Check the other side. There is a chest over there. Have I already opened that? Yeah, so I think we're connected now. I think right down there is where we first came in. Yeah, there's the channeler. Okay, so it is all connected now. Huh, for some reason in my mind it was not connected. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Nothing down there, no chest on the other side. Okay, so we have two things that we can work on now. One is getting up to the very top and dealing with the channeler, which is also kind of generally where we need to be going. But the other thing is we need to go down here and activate a bonfire. You know what? We're going to go over here. Just hide from the archers and the channeler and everything. Get a little bit of breathing room. Hopefully these hollows will follow me. Okay, or not. That's also fine. And voila! Bonfire. Alright, and this is going to be the bonfire from which we are running to get to the boss, eventually, to go take on Seath. So I am going to go ahead and just kindle the crap out of this thing. Get all my Estus flasks. We probably don't need a full 20. I think I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, we're going to go ahead and use one more humanity and then just kindle this thing up to 20 anyway. May as well, right? Whoops. Like, I have the humanity. I have the means of doing this. There's no downside. Awesome. We also have 45,000 souls, which means, I guess... we'll keep going just a little bit at a time into our vitality. Seems like a smart move, if you ask me. I mean, clearly it's a smart move, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it, right? Can we kill these hollows without everything else? Yeah, look at that. I love that you can see the bonfires from far away like that. It's all kindled and stand-uppy. Ooh! I have no idea where that archer came from. Did it fall? It might have fallen. It's usually up on the stack of books up there. Okay, first batch of enemies down. I love that running attack. It's so much fun. Okie dokie. Sorry, I don't know if there's anything left to actually explore around here. I don't think there is. I think we can just work our way up. It's not going to stop me from exploring anyway. That's the channeler who respawned from when we first came in here. The first enemy in this area that we encountered, I believe. So we can go kill that one. Yeah, that's the only real downside to resting at the bonfire again, is everything is respawned now. So I have to deal with all the archers and hollows and the... I guess there's only one channeler that we killed? And the other one that we didn't get over to yet. Oh, hello. Yeah, killed it. Okay, good. Sorry, I want to deal with this archer before we go deal with the actual channeler. Or miss. kind of cool looking, all crystallized and blue and whatnot. I do like the looks of these creatures. Alright. Next dangerous creature. Yeah, this place just sucks. Everything in here hits really hard. And it's like the first place where you're seriously encountering a lot of magic-based enemies, so generally people aren't expecting that and don't have very high magic resistance. Luckily, I have a ton of magic resistance. Doesn't seem to be helping much, but it is there. I do have it. It's a thing, I promise. Up the stairs. There is an archer on the other side there. Oh no. This is bad. Overkill. It's a good feeling when the setup for my overkill, that first attack where I kind of just knock him into place, that is enough to kill the enemies. I don't even have to do the actual full-on backstab attack. That's pretty satisfying. Okay, so the fun mechanic for this area, see these goofy books, or stairs here? There's a device in the middle here. We can actually rotate these stairs, and not only we can, but we are required to do so. So that's going to be the puzzle to get through this place. Yeah, look at that. Nothing there. Jeez, these archers. I hate these archers. Okay, so there is a chest over there on that side where the channeler is. We gotta keep that in mind. So I forget exactly what you're supposed to do here. I don't know if this is right or not, but this is the way I usually end up doing it. That may or may not be what you're actually supposed to do to solve this puzzle, but, you know, it works. And there's just the channeler over here. We actually want to get back over to the other side. Actually, I think we want to get to the floor below us, which means we need to rotate the stairs. I'm telling you, this place always confuses me. This first part of the area, I never am able to get through here successfully. Like, I'm always so confused by the Duke's Archives. Which is funny because the next area, which is supposed to be, like, really crazy confusing, I can actually handle just fine. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Okay, there's another archer over there. Of course there is. Is there a chest over here? No. Is there anything over here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, so all that just to get to this floor. What a weird, convoluted way to go about things. And I don't have any ranged attacks, so we actually have no way of dealing with that archer there. So we're just going to ignore him. There we go. Slide down. And that goofy hat. I love that thing. And voila! Lever. So we have a shortcut now. This makes our life a whole heck of a lot easier, because that leads directly back to our bonfire. So I'm just going to replenish those 3 Estus flasks that we've consumed. Bonfire, shortcut, and now we're in the other half of the Duke's Archives. And this part is a fair bit easier. You're a good chest. 6-side helm of the Channelers, robe of the Channelers, gauntlets of the Channelers, waistcloth of the Channelers. So that's the whole Channelers armor set being worn by those sorcerers that are shooting crap at us. This one contains the Archive Tower Giant Cell Key, which is probably the cell that Big Hat Logan is resting in. This one, you have the lid of this chest is breathing. Let's take a look at that again. I know I've already shown it off once for mimics, but I love that they breathe slightly. Like that. See, like, the teeth and the arms in there, just barely. Reminds me. And we have a ton of items. Okay, well, I still don't have any with me. There's, if you throw Lloyd's Talisman at these things, it stuns them long enough for you to pick up the item, which is really weird, but there you go. Oh, mimics. Symbol of Avarice. Oh, nice. We have an actual, let's go and check that out. That's a really bizarre item. The Symbol of Avarice. So, it's a helmet. It's armor. It has poise. Like, it's not awful. A monster head resembling a treasure chest. Once an ancient god, it is said, this is the symbol of shame imposed on a long-lost clan, exiled for the sin of avarice. That's an interesting little bit of lore history for the mimics. Wearing this slightly raises soul absorption and item discovery, but also affects its wearer with the Curse of the Branded. So this will actually boost our item discovery rate. It stacks with our humanity. I don't think it stacks with the gold serpent ring. It might, actually. Let's check that real quick. We're going to do an experiment here. So that puts us, like, it boosts our item discovery as much as the gold serpent ring, so we're up to 300 now. Okay, they don't stack. But basically, it's a combined gold serpent ring, and then there's a silver serpent ring I haven't found, haven't been bothered to go pick up, but it boosts the rate at which you acquire souls by, like, 20% or something. So, and then the helmet, the Symbol of Avarice, gives you both of those combined. However, the downside, the Mark of the Branded, check my... Oh man, look how creepy that is. But my HP is just steadily going down. So you just constantly will lose HP when you have this thing equipped. Too bad I can't, like, turn into a treasure chest and, like, be a mimic. That would be kind of cool. But I'm going to go back to my Xanthus crown. There's no way I would ever want to wear anything else, to be honest. This crown is so amazing. Alright, there's a fog door. We will be going that way in a moment. Basically, I want to get all the stuff around here that we can, and then we need to go free Master Big Hat Logan. You a good chest? You're a good chest. 20 prism stones, how nice. It's almost as though you know what's coming next, game designers. I think there's something back here. Yeah. No, not that way. There you are. Crystal Ember. Boom. So now we could go give that to a certain blacksmith, and we would be able to enchant our weapons and make them into crystal weapons. Which is kind of cool. I've mentioned it before, but the crystal weapons have just, like, crazy high damage output. They're just super fragile, and they cannot be repaired. So when you use them, they break, and then they're gone. And then you either... oh yeah, you usually just make a new one. Okay, so that's all of that stuff out there. I'm gonna check the bonfire real quick. I don't think we can warp back to the cell, but if we could, it would make life a bit easier. Doesn't look like we can. That's a shame. I wasn't expecting us to. It was just idle curiosity. Alright, let's go back and free Big Hat Logan. Means I gotta deal with all these hollows all over again. Such is the way of things. This should be the last time, though. Jeez, those archers do so much damage. Oh, ho, 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 sorceries. Man, I hate this place. These hollows have like creepy red eyes too. Oh. Killed you. The archer's moving towards us, but they're not attacking yet, so I'm just gonna run for it. It's so weird coming from this other direction. Feels so wrong. Swing and a miss. By the way, our bonfire is just down to the right there on that little balcony. And that giant towering mass of crystals in the background, off on the other side of this little foresty courtyard area, that is ultimately where we're going to be headed to deal with C. First, though, we gotta go pay a little visit to Big Hat Logan. I didn't kill you. Oh, missed. Yeah, I like my jump attack over, like, the strong attacks and whatnot. Actually, you know what? Oh, the run attack, that sprinting dash attack is pretty good, too. I think this is where our fire is, so there's going to be these 3 hollows here. That's fine. Oof, really glad I didn't die there. That would have been bad if I'd missed this ledge. We're gonna take this approach to get the Big Hat. It's a little bit quicker. So I think I'm gonna have to deal with these snake creatures. Dang, I was hoping I'd be able to drop down on them from up here. Ah, that's so satisfying. Alright, and then down for Big Hat, and then whatever that item is that he's got in his cell. There's something in the back there, and it was taunting me last time he showed up here. Oh, and then these things are all back. But because the alarm's not going off, they're not going crazy. Forgot about you. So, interesting, they're relatively docile when the alarm's not going off. They only seem to attack when we get close enough for them to notice us. I think the two that were crying are dead permanently. I don't think those ones respawned. We're getting a ton of souls for these, too. That's awesome. They're like just under 1,000 souls apiece. It's pretty good. Hey, Logan, what's up?
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me,
Cool. You're free! Hello!
Oh, thank you very much. I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archives. If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
You have new spells now?
Hello. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll head out soon. I wish to lay down my plans before I visit the archives.
Okie dokie. Ooh, and a Firekeeper soul. That is the best prize that we could possibly get. That's so amazing.
Hello.
Okay. Cool. Well, now, luckily, we can take our shortcut back to the other bonfire via Homeward Bone. Very cool. And then, you know what? We can actually warp back to this particular bonfire from elsewhere. So I'm going to head to... Where do I want to head? We'll go to Anor Londo, because the Firekeeper is just like, literally right there. We can turn in the soul, upgrade our Estus flasks, something that we haven't done in like a bajillion years. Ah, this is awesome.
So you have received a revelation. Very auspicious. I hope for the best. I pray that through you, her wish will be granted.
Oh, she's referring to the Lord Vessel. We haven't talked to her since I picked that up.
Have you heard of Seath the Scaleless? In legend, he turned against the ancient dragons. He became Lord Gwyn's confidant, was granted dukedom, and was allowed to pursue his research. At the Regal Archives, he immersed himself in research on scales of immortality. The one thing that he did not have, but his very research drove him mad. The archives became a dungeon, a place for sinister experiments. Now, nobody dares even approach the Duke's forbidden archives. It looms over this land high atop the mountain, but I should warn against even an approach. If you require rest, that is...
Okay. Cool. Estus Reinforced, we learned a little bit about the Duke's archives and some of the history of stuff that's going on there, so we can warp back to the Duke's archives. Cool, so I feel pretty accomplished about things that happened in this video. So next time, we are going to continue on our merry way and go try to hunt down and deal with Seath, who's going to be down there. So as I mentioned, we were up on that ledge up there earlier. We're going to be heading down into this courtyard here and off towards the caves, the crystals you can see in the background there. So that's our plan next time. Thank you all for joining me, and may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.